Yeah, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings coming up in this week's show. From the Easter holiday weekend, the Florida Shipper Legacy Isle was the favourite to land the Cecelia Cup at Jamaica's Caymanas Park, where the classy 80-year-old veteran Mahogany, in the hot hands of apprentice rider Tajay Suckoo, uncorks a 19th lifetime win coming in the Easter Sprint Cup. We review the Champagne Stakes in TNT, where the favourite Kitten with a Whip battled rain and three rivals at Santa Rosa Park. Plus the usual update on Caribbean victories overseas. Our opening story from Jamaica. Saturday's main event, the Cecelia Cup, named after the two-time Horse of the Year, whose streak of 14 consecutive wins remains a Caymanas Park record. The Mute Mile runner-up Legacy Isle, coming off a smart win in last month's Omar Walker Trophy event, is the favourite. And look who's aboard, the six-time champion jockey, Omar Walker. Legacy Isle in the toolbox is the even money bet for trainer and part owner Rowan Crichton. Fairly competitive betting for most of this field, going 6.5 furlongs. Number 3, Inspire Force, is the 2-1 second favourite. 5, Wall Street Trader is at 4-1. So too is the 6 horse, Pack Plays. And Mamma Mia is at 5-1. The pacey 2023 Double Classic winner Mamma Mia grabbed an early lead out of the starting gates, but before they left the backstretch, the also speedy US-bred 4-year-old colt Pack Plays was already in control, watched in the combox by Brian Rickman.
As they come to the half mile in the Cecelia Cup. Pack Plays guiding them along. Legacy Isle now closing the gap to 3 parts of a length as they lead the 7/16. Mamma Mia is just 4 lengths off that lead. Wall Street Trader now asked to get going. Benson is left back toward the rear end of the field as they leave the 3. Blue Vinyl making some progress, and Inspire Force yet to spark as they leave the 5/16 and will come into the top of the lane. It is Pack Plays in control. Legacy Isle now let loose and asked to close the gap. Mamma Mia in behind them. Wall Street Trader asked to run on, but it is out in front. Pack Plays continuing to hold off a Legacy Isle. Mamma Mia and Wall Street Trader out wide. Inspire Force now wound up, begins his run, but it is Pack Plays continuing to hold them off inside the final 16th. It is Pack Plays. Here is Inspire Force, the late runner coming, but too late is a cry. Pack Plays wins it.
Well handled by apprentice rider Shane Richardson, who uses the colt's pace to outgun his rivals for the win by a length and 3/4. A 5th lifetime win this for Vincent Main's US-bred Pack Plays, adding to scores in New Jersey and Florida, and 2 previous victories at Caymanas Park for trainer Ricardo Mathy. All 3 of Pack Plays' wins since arriving in Jamaica last summer have come over 6.5 furlongs. The favourite Legacy Isle is 4th as Pack Plays impressively fends off the late-running Inspire Force for the Cecelia Cup win at 4-1 odds. He stops the clock here at 1 minute 19.24 seconds for a solid victory, though not quite as fast as his Eileen Cliggott 1:18 1/5 win in late January, which is the fastest by any horse over the distance so far this year. Now to Monday's holiday card, when the Easter Sprint Cup favourite Mahogany, the 8-year-old, used the 5.5 furlong sprint to advertise his sustained class.
Mahogany moving down with She's That Girl to challenge. Unbelievable Force is racing right with that group toward the outside as they arrive at the half mile. Joy's Golden Race is up next. In behind them, a Major Danger Chocomo out wide. Bulletproof Coffee has recovered quickly. Fly Blue Jet is there. Freedom Street in behind. Then Prince Aman and the slow Fearless Soul a long way last. They're all strung out as they come flashing now, passing the 5/16th, and it is Mahogany and Unbelievable Force. These two hook up now to battle as they come to the top of the lane. Mahogany possibly by a nose. Unbelievable Force right alongside. They're going at it continuously as they drive toward the furlong pole. Mahogany continuing to run the rail. On the outside, Unbelievable Force and the champion jockey Raddesh Roman, but Mahogany and Tajay Suckoo now inch away and open up over a length inside the final 16th. This is the Easter Sprint Cup, and Mahogany and Tajay Suckoo will win it by almost 2 lengths.
3 weekends in a row now, apprentice Tajay Suckoo gets a feature race win. The smooth hand right here, taking the 2022 Gold Cup winner Mahogany home. The 20-year-old Suckoo follows up his early April Linville McFarlane Trophy win with champion Bubbler and his Thornbird Stakes triumph on the 12th of April aboard Hansa with another headline victory here. Massive credit to trainer Ian Passard for Mahogany's unrelenting excellence, considering that main rivals during his 3-year-old campaign back in 2020 have long left racing. You can think of classic winners that year, Wow Wow, the late Nipster and King Arthur.
It's significant that Mahogany is not only still racing but winning big ones and is currently among the highest rated native bred sprinters, top 3 or 4 in the country. Mahogany, who was second to Runaway Algo in the 2022 Easter Sprint Cup, lands this year's renewal as the 3-5 favourite by a length and a quarter over Unbelievable Force, clocking 106.26 for his 19th career win.
Now to Trinidad and Tobago for the Easter Monday holiday card from a rainy Santa Rosa Park, where the NLCB Champagne Stakes was the main event.
Commentator John Rupert picks them up mid-race with a favourite Kitten with a Whip and the 58-year-old jockey Ricky Jadu in the blue silks and yellow cap up front in a tussle for the lead.
Striking Chrome continues on a nice lead. In between runners is Midnight Lover. On the far side in the yellow cap is the favourite Kitten with a Whip, and El Chico Malo is being nursed on and very closely compact. Throw a blanket over them. They're tightly grouped as Kitten with a Whip has now taken over the lead, but El Chico Malo comes up the rail now, and here he comes with his challenge now. So it's Kitten with a Whip, El Chico Malo. Striking Chrome is back in third, and Midnight Lover is seeing everybody's rear. They come out from the far turn, and Kitten with a Whip has taken over the lead. The lead is now 2.5. El Chico Malo is in second spot. Striking Chrome is third. Midnight Lover is observing from the cellar position at the top of the stretch, and the favourite Kitten with a Whip is going on. Kitten with a Whip in front. El Chico Malo, right-handed encouragement by Poon in second. Then Striking Chrome is third. Midnight Lover will have to see them all in the end inside the final furlong. It's all Kitten with a Whip holding on. El Chico Malo is trying. Kitten with a Whip, determined, wins the Champagne Stakes.
Kitten with a Whip under 6-time champion jockey Ricky Jadu repelling El Chico Malo's challenge to complete back-to-back wins here after landing last month's Royal Charter Handicap. Top trainer Glenn Mendez, after managing Kitten with a Whip's recovery from a leg fracture last year, proudly collects his first ever Champagne Stakes trophy from Arima Race Club board director Derek DeCaries. First graded stakes win in TNT for Kitten with a Whip, owned by Guyanese Turbo One Jagdio's Jagdio Racing Stables. The US-bred 7-year-old mare wins the Champagne Stakes by a length as a 1-5 favourite ahead of the 7-2 bet El Chico Malo, and she clocked 139.62 for the mile on the turf for her second Santa Rosa Park win after scoring 7 victories in the USA.
Our weekly tally of Caribbean wins in the USA now before we go. In the past week since our last show, I've counted 24 victories. Among them, the Barbadian apprentice rider Micah Husbands with 6 wins at Gulfstream Park, where the Barbadian trainer Sappy Joseph Jr. won 4, and the Jamaican jockey Regime Mirage had 3 wins. And there were 5 wins at Turf Paradise, including a Wednesday triple for the St. Croix-born jockey Kevin Krieger. We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.